All right, hello. Just want to do a quick one on The Last of Us. All right, just watched it today. It's about an hour and a half, but it's a pilot episode or whatever you want to call it. And I certainly didn't mind it to be an hour and a half. I've been looking forward to it. I think the trailer was really good, and I have to say I did like the first episode for sure. There's a lot of talent to the filmmaking. I think in this episode, I think they really started to show us the world in a very effective way. The beginning is great. I thought even the beginning scene was fantastic, just the way they shot it. As far as they start us off on a wide. There's two, like, pathologists or scientists or whatever, are talking to a TV show guest, and then then you switch it into medium lenses, and then you finish with the close-ups. It's a traditional way, obviously, to shoot it, but I mean, it was very effective. The writing was great. All the performances in this show, I think, are really good. I think Pedro Pascal as Joel. I mean, I think he's doing a really great job. I think he's perfect for it. I haven't warmed up to Ellie yet, to be honest with you, because I did like Sarah Miller. I liked Nico Parker is her name, the actress's name. And I thought she was fantastic at the beginning of the film. I love the relationship between her and Joel. I thought her performance was great. And obviously you need to set it up that way for what happens. But then it's like, then we have to reestablish this other relationship. And, Ellie kind of starts off, I don't know. But, I mean, you got more episodes to work it out. And I'm sure it will become just as great as the first girl was. And then again, everybody else. I mean, there's some really well-constructed scenes here. I think it does do the video game justice for the most part. I think the environments look very similar. I think the background all looks great. I think, the police officer in this kind of like police state-esque environment it comes across very well. And then you have the underground movement that's going on. That seems like it's shaping up to be very good as well. So, I mean, the cinematography I thought was fantastic. The set deck and all the production design I thought was great. I thought the performances and the writing were really good. So I wouldn't say I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought HBO would really be able to pull this off. I didn't really doubt it. So actually, to be honest with you, my expectations weren't extraordinarily high, because I don't really get into TV that much. I mean, certainly I've gotten into things where I binge and, I really like. But a lot of the times I'll watch like 2 or 3 episodes and then lose interest in it, or just not even lose interest in it, but just have something else to do or whatever. This one I can see staying committed to, but that's always the worry for me, is whether or not I'm going to completely commit to a television show. Because even though I understand like the writing and everything is so good nowadays, TV wise, with what streaming has done, and to be honest with you, what HBO is able to establish now with their TV shows, from like True Detective to The Wire to all that kind of stuff. They really put television at another level, and so I was certainly hoping that they could pull it off again, and I think they have. But we'll see what the other episodes obviously have to. We'll see what they contribute to the overall series. But and I know some people were worried, and so was I, when the showrunner started talking about The Last of Us as like this first like narrative game or something like that. I was like, oh boy. I mean, I don't know how old this person is. I can check it out. I feel like if you're kind of like 6 years older than what I am now, you may have missed like the kind of like evolution of the video game, but I feel like if you're younger than me, I think you should have some knowledge of video games, because they've become so important culturally. And they've also evolved past like Pac-Man. I mean, these, one that comes to mind, two that come to mind certainly are Ocarina of Time, Zelda game, Ocarina of Time, and Bioshock. So, and I think those were huge advancements in the way that we play video games, and that's a long time ago. So, but anyway, not getting off track. The Last of Us, quick review. I thought it was great. If you can, check it out. Performances are certainly enough to keep you engaged. I think the writing is too. A couple scenes kind of like, it seems like they're forcing it here, but for the most part, I will give this first episode an 8.1.